So today I was going to talk a bit about detoxification and cleansing. There are a lot of cleanses you see out there. It's springtime, and so this is a really good time to cleanse from the winter and move, clear away for the summer months ahead. And so there are a lot of cleanses out there. How do you really choose them, and what does this really mean, this idea of detoxification? It's been around for centuries, this idea of cleansing of your inner self. But we think of detox and we may think like a celebrity rehab center or something like that. But really, that's true. But really, like, what does it really mean?
That's what I do.
Detox off the sugar and the caffeine. So what does it really mean? So, we live in this toxic world, unfortunately, but it's true. The air we breathe is toxic. There's 80 billion pounds of toxins pumped into the atmosphere every year. And just 1 microgram of this can cause a lot of bodily harm. The food we eat, so all the processed packaged foods with all the chemicals, hydrogenated oils, high fructose corn syrup, sugar, caffeine, all these food additives, colors, all these things contribute, and our bodies have to process them and detox from them. Not to mention all the plastics. So even if you're microwaving in plastic, all the phthalates leach into your food. You have to detox from those. Heavy metals and the fish we eat, and I'm painting a really horrible picture here, right?
Never eating again.
And then our stress levels too. So what stress does in our body, it depletes you of nutrients that you need to keep these detox processes going. So a lot of times we look at all these other things, but stress is really a big contributor as well. And so all these things, everyone's different. All these things add up to what is called your own personal toxic load. And we all have a different load on our bodies depending on how our bodies react and what we're exposed to. So the idea of detox is to take a look at that in each of our lives, look to reduce or bring that down as much as possible while supporting your body's own natural ability to detoxify. And our cells are detoxifying every second of every day. It's just a part of our metabolic function. So it's something we're doing already. So how do you support that? So all our organs do that. The main organ that detoxes is the liver. And you've probably heard a lot about liver detoxification. What it does is it filters the blood. It also takes the toxins and neutralizes them so they can be excreted. And how it works, it's a 2-phase process. I liken it to like a washer and a dryer. So the first phase is like the washer. It really it does the first bit of cleansing. It cleans the clothes, but they're not quite ready yet to move into the bloodstream to be excreted. So then that's where the second phase comes in. It's like a dryer, and it makes them ready to be excreted into the blood and sent out. So what happens is when your liver becomes overworked, we call that toxic overload, and you may have a variety of symptoms. So I'm gonna read off these symptoms and see if you can relate to any of these. Fatigue, and I'm talking natural fatigue, like without the caffeine and sugar. Poor skin, constipation, poor mood, brain fog. That's a good one, right?
Oh no!
Insomnia, joint pain, and then difficulty losing weight. So all these things can be a sign that your liver is being overworked and that a cleanse or a detox may be good for you. So what can you do? Like, we have all these, toxins coming in. What can you do just simply in life? And you can look to eat just whole foods. Eat fresh foods, fresh vegetables, fresh fruits. They're packed with phytonutrients, which are antioxidants that help combat all these toxins. The Environmental Working Group, they're an organization that tests the pesticide content in different foods. You can look at their website and see which foods have the highest amount of pesticides. Look to buy those organically, strawberries being one at the top of the list that are highly sprayed, apples, celery, things like that. And then have enough fiber. So you're gonna be detoxifying, you're eating healthy, clean foods that don't have a lot of food additives. And you wanna have fiber. What it does is it binds to the toxins to move it out of your body. So you wanna make sure you have enough fiber to move it out, and water. And water will help flush it out as well. So those 3 things: eat whole, clean, whole foods, have enough fiber, and drink enough water. And those are simple ways you can support your body. And then I just wanted to also just mention there, like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of cleanses out there. Fasting, you don't want to starve yourself either. So I don't believe in fasting. What fasting does is, like I mentioned before, the liver has 2 phases of detox. And for phase 2, you need amino acids, which come from protein. So if you're fasting and you're not getting enough protein and you feel sick, you feel tired, you don't feel good, chances are you're not detoxifying. You're just building that up in your body. So you really don't want to fast for any length of time. And then also those colon cleanses that cause diarrhea. You're not detoxifying. You're irritating your gut lining, and you're causing actually more damage by doing these colon cleanses like that. So just do simple things like eating whole foods will really help. I'm going to open up for questions.
How long does it take?
To cleanse?
Yeah.
You could do, varying. Everybody's different. We'd have to look at your own personal toxic load, but I run a 3-week detox in my practice, and I find that that's a really good amount of time to really support your body.
Oh, then you can go back to your normal delicacies.
Well, usually you learn something in the process that you
Okay.
don't necessarily go back all the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you talk about proteins or amino acids, how can I get them if I am vegetarian?
From vegetarian sources. So you want to make sure, like, for example, beans have protein, rice has protein, but you want to combine them so you're getting all of the essential amino acids. Animal protein, besides quinoa, animal protein is the only thing that has all the essential amino acids. So you just want to make sure you're more conscious in your food choices, that you're getting what you need.
All right, great. Thank you.
Thanks.